are going to go ahead and pass it down to our downlines. I see more people are joining us live, and that is really good and really amazing. That is really good and really amazing. Okay, let me go ahead and welcome more participants who have just joined us live. Let me go ahead and welcome more participants. We are live as I speak right now. We are live on our YouTube channel. If you're joining us from YouTube, we welcome you aboard. Let me welcome again Coach Atin. Let's welcome Coach Atin. Let's welcome Coach Chris. These are really key leaders joining us live in tonight's lesson. Okay, make sure all your leaders are in this session, because this is one of the best compensation plans that you can always have. Kinging Markets, okay, he is also joining us. Okay, Mr. Lukwago also joining us. Let me go ahead and share my screen because it is important we fully grasp and understand this. Let me go ahead and share my screen. Okay, he's saying I post my YouTube channel in the link. Okay, let me go ahead and write it here. It is called Earn Money Online. Okay, let me write it here. It is called Earn Money. Just as long as you search this Earn Money Online, the easy way, that is our YouTube channel. If you're joining us from YouTube, we welcome you aboard. We are going to discuss about the best affiliate program that you can ever find on the internet. Okay, let me go ahead and share my screen. Let me go ahead and share my screen because it is important. I go ahead and share right away, and we learn more about this affiliate program. Okay, because why is it being called the best affiliate program on the internet? You're going to see that in just a few minutes. Yes, you're going to see that in just a few minutes. We have to share the entire screen. Okay, and let's share like this. Okay, let's share the entire screen. And I hope my screen is now visible. Let me minimize this. I hope my screen is now visible. Is my screen visible, please? You can write for me in the chat. If my screen is visible, I want to see. Are you able, guys? Are you able to see my screen? You can type for me here. If you're able to see my screen, type for me a 1 or a yes. Yes, that is very good. And we are going to go ahead and talk about this compensation plan. Here right away. We are going to go ahead and share the compensation plan right now. Okay, this is the CryptoFlow bot compensation architecture. Why do we call it the architecture? Because it is a new thing that has not been available in the markets. It is something very new that has not been available in the markets. And let me go ahead and do this. Yes, so we are going to discuss about the V1 to V6 wealth protocol. This is why is it called the wealth protocol? Because it is going to give you real wealth. I'm talking about something that you can do once and you retire, something that you're going to concentrate on and you retire. So it is a structured compensation system built around activation income, residual fuel dividends, rank-based progression, and leadership rewards. So it encompasses so many things that you're going to benefit from as a leader. So for those of you who don't know about CryptoFlow Bot, maybe you're joining us from YouTube, you don't know what CryptoFlow Bot is all about. CryptoFlow Bot is a software that one can use to trade cryptocurrency on automatic mode or on autopilot, where you don't have to do manual settings. You just connect it to your Binance and it does everything in your Binance. It does all the trading in your Binance on complete automation. So we are saying this tool also has a compensation plan or program, or an affiliate program, if you may say, an affiliate program. And on every amount or every subscription fee paid by a user who wants to use this program, if you're the one who gave them that link, you're going to benefit a lot. You're going to get a lot of money from that compensation program. So the CryptoFlow has an ecosystem foundation. This is the foundation which is going to reward you. This is the foundation which is going to give you a lot of money. So it is built on 3 core mechanics. Okay, there are 3 connected system components that power the platform's economic model. That is the activation, the fuel management, and the performance-based is. Now, don't worry if maybe you're getting overwhelmed by this, but I'm going to explain one by one. What do we mean? But it is powered by three core models. Okay, one model is the activation. Activation, this is the annual account access. Okay, activation is the annual account access that unlocks the system. So for you to get CryptoFlow bot software and put it on your phone, for this software to work for you, you must have paid at least $120, which is a yearly subscription service. So you pay this once per year. And if someone that is paying this was referred by you, as you're going to see, you're going to get a lot of money from these core mechanics, because you must first understand, where does the money that you get as an affiliate, where does it come from? If you do not understand where the money comes from, then it is very hard for you to go ahead and understand how you're going to make that money. So from every activation of $120, you'll make a commission from this. Then also, it is also powered by what we call a fuel tank. What is a fuel tank? A fuel tank means for someone to use this software or this bot, they must at least have at least $10 which they have put on their account to act as fuel fees or to act as the maintenance fee. Okay, then there is what we call the 20%. So the fuel tank, it is where the 20% will be got from. Whenever someone makes profit, okay, some money is deducted from their fuel tank, and it is 20% of the profit made is deducted from the fuel tank, and it is out of this 20% that you're given the commissions. As you're going to see, please stay with me, be very vigilant. You're going to see how you're going to make a lot of money with this system. So before you even discuss about the money side and how you're going to make a lot of money with this system, you must know that this affiliate model has 6 ranks. For you to go up and maximize the earnings with these ranks, you must go through these stages. So every one of us who gets, before you even start referring, you must get an account. And for you to get an account, the moment you get an account like this, by paying the $120 to get this CryptoFlow bot onto your phone or to get into the system, you must pay $120. And that $120 that you pay, it helps you to get started as a V1 who is just a starter. So a V1, you're someone has just started into the business. You've just activated your bot, your CryptoFlow bot, and now you've become an affiliate. Okay, you've become an affiliate, not automatically. This, by the way, before even I expand this, the affiliate program can be done. The affiliate program can be done whether you. I mean, let me repeat this. Let me rephrase this clearly. I'm sorry about that. You can either use the bot to trade alone, or you can use the bot you've got and use its affiliate program to market alone. Or you can do both. Like most of us, we do both. I do trade using the bot, and I also promote it using my affiliate link. So for us, we all get started as a V1 or at the starter rank. But for you to progress from V1 now to V2, here we call you a builder, you must at least have 3 direct people whom you have referred using your link. It means you're going to get your link, you refer person 1, person 2, and person number 3, at least 3 people whom you have referred direct using your personal link. Remember, to be a V1, you don't need any of this, because the requirement here, it is just for you to activate your bot. Okay, now together to get to V2, apart from these 3 directs, you also need at least a team of 20 people. You need an active user team of 20 people. It means either these 3 have brought more people and your total team has reached 20, or maybe you have helped them, even brought some people under them, and your team has reached 20. But also, you need also fulfill this requirement, because if you're bringing people but they are not trading, then it doesn't make sense. So you should help your people trade. Your team of 20, they should also trade and should have made a profit of at least $500 for you to rank to this level of V2. Now, that one given, this is very easy to achieve, refining your first 3 people, and also making sure these 3 people, maybe you teach them what to do. If maybe they're interested in team building, they can also bring others. If they're not interested, then you can help them even grow up and your team base becomes 20. These 20 can be all brought by you, or they can be brought by your team, or I don't know, you just have to find the means of, maybe if you want to rank up, getting these 20 people on your team, either by teaching your direct downlines to also go ahead and do what you did. When your team reaches 20, and you have a total trading profit. This total trading profit, what does it mean? It means that your total team of 20 people, they have made a total combined profit of $500. Now, let me tell you guys, it is very easy for you to get this amount because you can just get one person out of these 20. One person, they have their capital and they are making crazy money every single day. So to get this, it can even take you 1 week. Okay, to some people, if you have people who have capital. Then, for you to move from V2 now to V3, you need to make sure on top of these 3 people that you had as your direct, add more 2, they become 5. As long as you have 5 directs, you have now qualified on the issue of direct ranks. Now, your total team of these 5 people plus all others under them, they should be 100. So it means you can even bring these 100 by yourself by putting them down these ones, or you can bring all the 100 onto your direct link, but make sure you at least have 100 team members. But here, also your team has total team of 100 people. They must have made at least a profit of $2,000. Their combined total profit in their Binance or their Bybit should be $2,000. Then they should for you to move from V2 to V3, you should have at least 3 people from 3 different legs who are V2s. I'm going to explain about this later, the issue of legs. What do I mean from 3 different legs? It means that you're on the top, but you have some 3 direct people, 3 links maybe under you, and on each of these links below, there's at least a V2. These are 3 separate legs. We shall discuss about that more later. Now, for you to move from V3 to V4, you need to add on these 5 directs. Make sure you have now 8 directs. Then your total team has to reach 300 people. But now here, it is very easy to achieve V4 because each V3 of yours, for them to rank to V4, they'll need to get 100. So if you just have 3 people on V3 who are trying to get to V4 and they are putting in 100 people, it means for you to achieve the 300 is very easy, or you can even help your team grow that amount. Then you also need $5,000, your total team trading profit. This is also easy, and 3 legs from different lines with 3 V3s. Okay, 3 V3s from 3 different lines. You become a V4. To become a V5, almost the same. 12 direct, 800 members. Your team trading profit 15,000. Then 3 V3s from 3. I mean 3 V4s from 3 different lines. Become a V6. Almost the same conditions, different rankings. Okay, are we still together, guys? Are we still together? You can type for me a 1 if you can type for me a 2. Type for me a 2 if we are still together on this. If we have so far what we have so far discussed, we are still together. Type for me a 2 so that we can move ahead to the next slide. Type for me a 2, guys. Type for me a 2. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I see are concentrating. So as you've just seen, we have 4 pillars. We have 4 pillars of the ranking system. Okay, let me see. Let me see. As you've just seen, okay. So as you've just seen, we have 4 pillars of the ranking system. So I didn't want to mute you guys, but I hear some people are having a different background noise. Forgive me, I'll have to mute all of you. Okay. Forgive me, I'll have to mute all of you because okay. Yes, please mute. If you're on the call, if you're here for learning, please mute your mic. Okay, I don't have to intervene and mute you manually. Please mute your mics, please. Okay, Innocent, you're free. Okay, thank you. Because this is an international Zoom, we are so many. I don't want to intervene. So as you've just seen, there are 4 pillars of the ranking system. Okay. The number 1 pillar, as you've just seen, is active frontline. These are the people that you have referred using your direct link. These are the active frontline, people whom you have referred using your direct link. Then pillar number 2 is the total network. Okay. After referring the 3, you must make sure that your total network is growing. Those are the team members, the people on your team. Okay. Then the pillar number 4, which has been talked about, is the total team trading profit. You must fulfill all these pillars in order for you to rank up from one rank to another. Then also pillar number 4, it is the leadership lineage. You're not just benefiting yourself, but you're also building leadership. You're also building leaders under you. So those are the 4 main pillars that you should care about when you're trying to build a system. So how should you build? How should you build a network? Actually, when you're into crypto flow and you want to build a network, how should you build? One, for you to move, for example, from V1 to V2 to V3 to V4, you need this. To V1, you just to become V1, you just need to activate your bot. You are in the system. When you're in the system, you're automatically a V1 or a starter. You are at a starter level. Then for you to become a V2, you need at least you need at least 3 directs. Okay, these are the 3 directs, and a total team of 17, which means these 17 can be below these ones, or you can even bring them yourself, but it is not recommended. It will delay you. If you want to rank very fast, this is the structure you should use. Okay, have just 3 people directly under you, then all the others should be under these ones. Even when you're the one bringing these people, you should focus on putting them here down and request these downlines of yours to give you your money of the commission. Okay, so you have to get a total team of 20 active members on your team. Then for you to become a V3, now you need 3 legs with V2s, three V2s from 3 different legs. It means in this leg, because I will call this leg number 1, the people who are below this person, I will call them leg number 1. Then this one I'll call it leg number 2, and this one I'll call it leg number 3. So in each of these legs, you must at least have a V2. Okay, so these are the, if you, for example, if this is your V2, maybe another V2 is around here, maybe another V2 is around this side, down in the chain, you have 3 V2s from 3 different legs, which is this condition. Good. Now, on your directs, because you had these 3 of when you are V2, on your directs here, you should add at least 2 more directs to become 5 directs. Then your total team under, when you combine all the people below these ones and the ones you brought, your team has to reach 100 active members. What is an active user? An active user or an active member is someone whom you have referred, someone whom you have referred and I have activated their account. So 100 activated members, those are the active members. So you have 3 legs each with a V2, 100 team total, and also 5 directs. Now, for you to become a V4, you need 3 V3s like these ones, but from 3 different legs, which means if this is leg number 1, leg number 2, leg number 3, anywhere, if you get a V3 in this thing, a V3 anywhere here, or maybe your decks are V3s, but from 3 different legs, then you also have to get at least 8 people. 8 people on top of the first 3 you got when you are on the V2. You must add at least 5 to become 8 directs, 300 active users, which means your total entire network has to have at least 300 people who have activated their accounts. Then you have 3 legs, which means these are 3 legs that you're actively building, each with a V3. And your team has to get 300 active users. Remember, you also must fulfill the conditions for going ahead and you get the team trading profit. So which means for you to become a V5, it is almost the same structure, but the the directs become 12, 800 team users, 3 decks with V4. For you to become a V6, same thing, 20 directs, 1,500 users, 3 legs with V5. So that is how simple it is, and that is how you should be building. Focus on these 3 and you help them grow different ranks as you also go ahead. If you focus on putting everyone under you, you're not going to rank very fast. But what do you make? How much do you make if you rank up? How much do you make? Because this is where now the thing, this is where the enjoyment starts. You should understand how much do I make when I got any of those ranks. This is very important. So let me show you something here. So on every activation, we are now talking about the activation income engine, because remember, there are 2 engines. Mainly, this is the activation income engine and the fuel engine. So on the activation income engine, when someone activates using the $120, $100 goes back to the network, but $20 goes to the company. So the company is getting $20 out of the $100 that a user is paying to pay for the subscription fee. This is very generous, where they are giving almost more 80%, almost 80% of the money back to the affiliate program. This is very interesting. So when you're a V1, actually it is 87%. When you're a V1, okay, on every person you refer using your direct link. This is direct payout by rank, direct, which means you have referred someone using your direct link. Okay, you've copied your referral link, you've referred someone. When they activate like this, when they pay the 120, oh, sorry about that. When they pay the 120, out of the 120, you immediately get $40. How interesting is this? I want you guys to calculate. I want you guys to have an estimate and a calculation of how much you're going to earn when you're an affiliate. Okay. Now look at this. What if in a week you are able to just refer how many people in a week? Let's look at this. Okay. Let's look at this, guys. Let me get a calculator here because it is important we understand the profit potential. Just don't talk about things, but we understand the profit potential. For example, let's assume you're a V1. Okay, you've just activated your bot, you have become a V1, and you say, okay, the bot is trading for me, but I would also want to go ahead and benefit from sharing this opportunity to others, because sharing is caring. So let's assume you are a V1, and every activation you get $40. I don't know how much this is in your local currency, but in Uganda it is 148,000 Uganda shillings. Okay, in Uganda here, this is 148,000 Uganda shilling. So if you're getting $40 per activation, and you determine that in a week you're just going to be getting 5 people to add on your team. Okay, 5 people. Just there are not so many 5 people in a week. Okay, this means a week you're going to be making $200, guys. $200. Let me repeat it. $200 in Uganda shillings. Let me show you guys. In Uganda shillings. Let me repeat this again. Okay, $40. You're getting $40 per activation, but then you determine to say that in a week you'll be getting 5 people. So if you multiply, that is $40. Now in Uganda shillings, this in a week, if we multiply it by 3,700 per dollar, because that is how much a dollar is in Uganda. If you multiply by this, it means per week you're going to be making $740,000. Let me see someone who says this is good money per week. If you're saying this is good money, you're in Uganda, you know the economy in a third world country, you're saying $200 is fine for me in a week. Type for me a 1. If you're saying $200 per week is really good money in your local currency, I don't know what local currency you use. If maybe you're in Rwanda, use francs. If maybe, am I still available, guys? Okay. Type for me a 1. Type for me 1. Let us interact, because we are just few here. Let us interact. If you're saying $200 per week, it is good money. It is good money. Type for me a 1. Guys, type for me 1. Let us interact. If you disagree that is very bad money, type a no. If you say no, that is bad money, no, that is not even good at all, type for me a no. But if you agree with me that $200 per week, even when you're a V1, it is good money, type for me. Now, what does this mean? This means that in a month, you're going to be making 2.9 million Uganda shillings. You're going to be earning more than a bank worker. How do they call a bank worker? Someone who works in a bank teller. How do they call those people who work in a bank and they receive your money when you go to bank? In Uganda here, okay, let's divide this in dollars. Let's divide this in dollars. Let's divide by 3,700, because we must know how much is this in dollars. In dollars per month, you're going to be making $800. Do you know that most of the bank tellers, they make around $500, and those are the ones that are highly paid. But in most of the circles and most of the banks, most of those tellers earn around $150, $200 per month. By you just sharing the opportunity to others, just focusing on getting 5 people per week, just 5 people per week, which is very easy. If you're someone who is serious, you're going to be making $800 per month passively. This is passive income, guys. I'm talking about passive income. I'm not talking about active income here, guys. Am I loud and clear? Guys. Am I still loud and clear? Am I loud and clear? Am I still loud and clear? Okay. That is good. That is good. I hear Mentor Dean has an echo, which means I'm loud and clear. This is good money, guys. Good money, good money. Now, let's look at other sections. How about if you become a V2? Now, when you become a V2, your link, whenever you share your link to someone and they activate by paying the $120, you no longer get $40, you start getting $50. $50, guys. Huh. Let me see person here. Can I see some V2s in the building? Are there some V2s in the building? Because for you might understand what I'm meaning. Are there some V2s in the building? Type for me a 2 if you're a V2. Because here you know what I'm meaning. Type for me a 2. If you're in the building and you're a V2, type for me a 2. Because now you know what I'm specifically talking about. You know what it means to get $50 per activation. You know what it means. If you're getting $50 per activation, guys, $50 per activation, and you focus still, you remain your focus on the 5 people per week. It means per week you're making now $250. $250 in a month. In a month, how much is this? In a month, this is $1,000. But I know there are people here. I know here we have people where they can make 10, where they can activate 10 users per week. I know you're here because I know you. There are people on this call right now. Okay, there are people on this call right now. They can activate 10 people, $50 times 10 people. How much is this? Okay, times 10 people. This is $500 per week. I know you're here. There are people on this call who have the capacity to make sure every single week they help 10 people join the business. That is $500 per week. Now multiply this in a month of 4 weeks. This is how much? $2,000. Let me put this into the perspective of, because me, I come from Uganda. Let me put this into, I don't know how much. Okay. Let me not just say, how much is $2,000 in your local currency? Type for me, because I need us to interact. How much is $2,000 in your local currency? Type for me. I want someone from Rwanda to type. I want someone from India to type. I want someone from Ghana to type. Type for me, how much is $2,000 in your local currency? How much is a dollar in your local currency? Get the dollar rate times 2,000. Type for me in the chat. I want to see some comments in the chat. How much is that in your local currency, guys? Just show me, because I don't know how much it is in Ghana, how much it is in South Africa, how much it is in India. How much is that in your local currency, guys? Is that worth for you? Is that money worth for you to fight so hard so that you reach that rank? Just getting 20 people under you, is that very hard? 20 people under you, is that very hard to reach that rank? Can I see someone typing? Guys, can I see someone typing? I'm a V2, but there is a day I activate 6 people. You see this? He is a V2 and he can activate 6 people in a day. In a day. I'm not even here. I just gave you an estimate of a week. You're focusing on 10 people a week, but now he is telling you he is a V2 and there are some days he activates 6 people in one day. This is what I'm telling you, guys. Now imagine you do that for a full month. How much money is that? But can I see some people here? How much is $2,000 in your local currency? Can I see people type? Let me see people type here. We are many here, please. Let's type. Let's interact. I see there is Frank here. There is Arthur. There is Berlin. Guys, type for me. How much is that in your local currency? How much is that in your local currency, guys? Okay. How much is that in your local currency? I see Nachimira. Okay. I think maybe it was mistake by the time you put on that. But can I see how much? Okay. Should I stop the presentation, guys? Because if you don't want to interact with me, it's as if I'm boring you. Should I stop the presentation? Because you decided to keep cold? I don't know. Should I stop the presentation? Because if I'm boring, it is okay. We can go away. Only one person typing. What is this? We are over 30 people here. But you just keeping quiet. You don't want to interact with me. I'm so boring. I'm showing you money. Okay. That is good. That is good. There are other people from other countries. The other people from other countries. Stephen is saying 7,400,000. You see this? Uganda shillings. It is a lot of money. Here you're earning more than a doctor earns. Doctors in Uganda earn a maximum of these medical doctors, clinical officers, they earn around 1.5 to around 3, 4, 5 million. Here you're earning more than most earners in Uganda, most of the big offices in Uganda. Because there are very few Ugandan jobs that give 1 million and above. Here you're earning more than, Jesus Christ, there is a lot of money. There is a lot of money. A lot of money. But wait, what if you become a V3? I see someone who is about to hit a V3 rank. Because I know there are some V3s. There is one V3 in the building. There is one V3 in the building, Coach Edson, Leader Edson. But I know there is Coach Worship is about to reach here. Coach Worship, you're about to hit the V3 rank. How many people are remaining for you to hit the V3 rank? I need to know, Coach Worship. Out of the team of 100 people, how many are remaining for you to hit this rank? Because I know Coach Worship is in the building and he is about to hit this rank. Leader Worship, type for me, how many are remaining for you to reach? I know you're excited. Leader Worship is about very near this rank. It's lacking a few numbers. 3 people. The guy is remaining with 3 people. 3 people to hit V3 rank. Even Coach Chris is remaining with a few people to hit V3 rank. Now, look at this, guys. When you hit a V3 rank, let's assume in every week you maintain the same 10 people in every week. You say, I'm focused on getting 10 people per week. Here, you're going to be making $600 per week. $600 per week. In a month. In a month. How much is that, guys? How much? We are assuming you are able to just bring in 10 people per week, because that is very easy to achieve. Most of you who are here, you already bring in more than 5 people per day. Most of you on this call, you are already building at a very terrible speed that I cannot even imagine. Most of you here, you're able to bring in even 3, 5 people per day. So making 10 people per week is just a simple game for you. So just assume you're getting 10 people per week in a month. You're making $2,400 in a month, guys. How much is this? Me, I cannot even count here. Count for me and put in the chat. How much is 2,000? How much is $2,400 in your local currency? How much? See money. See money. See money. See money. How much? I want just how much. Someone from Rwanda, type for me, guy. Jimmy, type for me. Mukunzi from Rwanda, type for me. How much is $2,400 in your local currency? How much is it? If you're making that per month, someone from Uganda, type for me. Guys, let us not be mean. Just typing doesn't hurt. Typing just doesn't hurt you. For you to just type for me, it doesn't hurt. Okay. I know also Coach Movistar is about to reach here. We have leaders here who are silent. They are about to hit this rank here. I want to know how much is $2,400 in local currency. Guys, type for me. I want the number. I want the number. How much? Leader Mukunzi, type for me in the chat. Okay, from Rwanda. I want someone from Ghana, from Nigeria to type for me. How much is $2,400 in your local currency? How much, guys? Let us interact. The way you keep quiet, you make me wonder whether you're interested in this call or you're not even interested at all. This one is about to hit V2. Okay, that is good. Okay, that is good. But guys, why are you keeping quiet? Why don't you want to write? For example, Edward Pinumicha, why don't you want to write? For example, Arthur, Berlin, why don't you just come in the chat and you write for us how much that money is in your local currency, guys? Let us interact. It is very simple. Let us interact. Because in Uganda, that is a lot of money. In Uganda, if you're making this money, that is 8.8 million. You are a millionaire. You are a millionaire. Here it is when you start planning big projects. Imagine you're making 8.8 million here in Uganda. 8.8 million here in Uganda every single month. Guys, what can't you achieve? What can't you achieve? Now, when you become a V4, this is very terrible. When you become a V4, I know that there are some people who are vying for this. If you become a V4 and you maintain your pace of 10 people per day, this is $650 per week. Okay? Per week. Times 4 weeks. Hey! Times 4 weeks. 2,600. You're in 10 million now. In Uganda here, if you're making this per month, you're in how much? 9.6 million. If you become a V4, V5, $70, that is $700 per week. If you're making 10 people. Times 4 weeks, that is 2,800. Times 3,000 in Uganda shillings, 3,700. I don't know how much it is in your local currency, but in Uganda, you'll be making 10.3. If you become a V6, which is the final rank, the topmost rank, $75 is times 10. Okay, it becomes $750. Okay, okay, it is $70. This becomes $750 per week. If you're making 10 people per week, times 4 weeks in a month becomes 3,000 times 3,700 in Uganda shillings. In a week, in a month, you'll be making 11 million. In Uganda, even if you're making 1 million in Uganda, that's a lot of money. A lot of money. So this is the potential. So higher ranks earn more activation. A V6 earns $70 on every direct activation versus $40 at V1. That's an 87.5% increase as you grow. So as you grow through these ranks, you earn more money direct activation. Katonda wange. Jesus Christ of Nazareth. Jesus Christ of Nazareth. Mr. Gidudu, what have you done for us? Okay, my screen is still visible. Let's go ahead. So, that is how you're going to earn through the direct activations. But then, there is what we call the differential roll-up. You thought that was the only earning. Now let me show you. You earn up to infinite depth overrides. You earn infinite depth overrides. I'm going to explain this very well. There is what we call the differential roll-up system embedded into the affiliate program. Higher ranks earn the difference between their payout level and the payout already earned below them. Infinite depth until matched or exceeded. What does this mean? It means you earn on infinite levels below you. I'm going to explain it. Imagine you're a V2. Okay, imagine you're a V2 and you have a V1. Okay, imagine this is Mr. Worship. He is a V2. He has referred Dixon here, who is a V1. Okay, Dixon has referred someone, and this someone has paid $120. Out of this $120, since Dixon is a V1, what is the rank entitlement for V1? It is $40. So Dixon is going to get $40. But remember, Dixon is a direct downline of Worship. And Worship is entitled, since he's a V2, entitled to $50. But $40 has already been given to Dixon. So Worship gets $50, which is supposed to be getting, minus what they have given to Dixon, then the balance is his. That is what we call the differential roll-up system. Differential roll-up system. If now, for example, here Mr. Chris, maybe Mr. Chris is a V4. Under him, he has Mr. Worship, who is a V2. But remember, Leader Chris is a V4. He is entitled to $65 per activation. But now, he has Leader Worship, who is a V2. And this V2, he has his downline Dixon, who is a V1. Now, when this Dixon downline here activates someone and they pay $120, Dixon is going to get $40 since he's a V1. The difference between a V1 and V2, they give it to Worship. But now remember, this leader here, maybe Coach Chris, he is a V4 and he's entitled to $65. But his V2 below, his director who is a V2 below, has already taken off $50. The balance of 15 it is given to this leader. And also there is this one who is a V6. Okay. Now, if this V6, let me give you a scenario. If this V6 here, sorry about that. If this V6 here is the one who is the direct upline of this V1, what happens? If I'm a V6 here and this downline here is mine, let's assume that these ones are not in the middle. This person here is my direct downline. I referred him using my direct link. Let's say I'm a V6 Dixon. I referred Mr. Worship using my link. He is my direct referral. When Worship activates when Worship goes there to help someone activate, maybe he has helped Jackson, he has paid $120, Jackson has paid $120. Worship is going to get the $40 since he is a direct upline of Jackson. And he is also a V1. But now, since I'm a V6, I'm entitled to $75. But the $40 has already been given to who? Mr. Worship. I get the difference. They will get my 75 minus 40, which is 35. I get the difference. This means whatever level is below you and any activation happens in that rank, okay, what you get is the difference of what you're supposed to get minus the direct downline on whose leg an activation has happened. I don't know, guys, whether you've understood me. Let me repeat. If I am a V6 and an activation happens in a leg of a V5, what I'm going to get from that leg, it is the V5's, it is my share minus the share of that V5. The difference is mine. If the activation happens from a leg of a V1, my direct downline is a V1, and on his leg an activation has happened, I'll get the difference of my V6 rank minus the V1 entitlement for this person whose leg has got an activation. Now, before even I proceed, have you seen money? Because you are wondering, but am I going to also put in the effort alone? It's just money after money. There is a lot of money here. This sounds powerful. No, you have not yet seen it. I'm going to show you live using my phone. You're going to cry. You're going to see money. Me, I have understood this system. I have understood this. I have understood. The higher the rank, the more the money. I'm going to show you this live. So which means the total that can be paid out, it is $75. The total that can be paid out, when you combine all the money from V1 to V6, it is $75. Okay? All taken from the 100. Remember, we said the $100 goes back to the network, and I'm going to show you where the rest of the $25 goes. I'm going to show you that later. If you understand this, you're going to cry. You're going to eat money, and the money is going to refuse to go away. You're going to hate, you're going to fight with the money. You fight with it to go away. It is going to refuse. It is not going to go away. You're going to fight with it. Now, this is another recurring income engine. How many engines are we talked about? First of all, you discuss about direct activation, where you are getting $40, $50, 60, 65, 70, 75, depending on the rank. We talked about the rank overrides. Whenever an activation happens in your system, in your team, you must get an override as long as you're at a rank higher, regardless of how many legs below.
Now there is what you call also the residual fuel dividends. It is a performance-linked fee that flow. It is a performance-linked fee that creates ongoing passive income. 80% of the collected fuel fees flows back into the network. Now let me explain. Remember, I told you that the system has three core principles: the activation, the fuel tank, and the residual income that comes from the fuel. So when a user uses this bot, CryptoFlow bot, and a user trades and they earn a profit, 20% of that profit, it is charged. For example, if you make $100, let me show you this live. What do I mean? Okay, if you make a profit, for example, you've used this bot, you make a profit of $100. Out of this $100, 20% fuel fee is charged on the profit that you earn, on the profit earned, which is times 20%. They will charge you 20%. In this case, it is going to be $20. Now, out of this $20, 80% flows back into the network. And this is the money that is going to be earned by leaders. Let me show you how you're going to earn these fuel dividends as a leader. Out of this 20%, 80% of it goes back to the network. Now, when it goes back to the network, how much do you earn? This means on every direct downline, people whom you have referred using your direct link. If I refer using my direct link, you're my direct downline. So on every direct downline, if you're a V1, you're going to get 20% of the 20%. What do I mean by this? Let me show you live. If, for example, worship today, if maybe today you are a V1, you have referred me, I make $100 today. And out of the $100, the system takes back 20%, I remain with $80. So on the $20 which the system has taken, if you're a V1, you're going to get 20% of the $20. Which means whenever you make $100, you're sure. Me being your direct downline, if you're a V1, whenever you make $100, you are sure that on every $100 I make, you have there your $4. You have made your $4. Which means if I have big capital and every day I'm making some substantial profit, maybe every day I'm making $100, $100. It means every day you're earning $4 from me. Now imagine you're a V1, remember, but you have around 10 people who average around $100 per day. It means every day you're making $40 without doing anything. I know when you guys are seeing this. On top of the activation, you're also making fuel, you're also making passive income from the people who are trading. It means you do not just stop at just referring someone. When you refer someone, you should help them get started and they go ahead to trade. Because whenever they trade and make money, you also make money. Out of the money they make, they're going to charge them fuel. Out of that fuel, you also get a commission. Let me repeat it. Someone is saying, please repeat it. Let me repeat it for you guys. Let me repeat it. Let me repeat this. Let me repeat this. If you are a V1, let's come back to this presentation. If you today, if maybe today you are a V1, as a V1, you're entitled. Am I still loud and clear? Because am I still loud and clear, guys? As if my network is
yes, loud and clear.
Okay, thank you. So I'm saying, if you are a V1, let's say your rank, you're still a V1. How do you earn? From the people that are trading. Okay, first of all, you earned from the people you referred into the system. You earned a direct commission. But remember, a V1, you don't have any override. But you can also benefit from the people that you have referred and they have started trading. So when they trade, when someone below you, someone you referred using your direct link, these are your direct referrals. Someone you referred using your direct link, they make a profit. Let's assume they have made a profit of $100. Okay, they have made a profit of $100. $100. Out of this $100, the system charges them what we call fuel fees. It charges them 20%, 20% of the $100. In this case, it's going to be $20. Out of this $20, this is the fuel the system has charged. Out of this $20, as a V1, you're entitled to 20% of this. 20% of the fuel. So if the fuel charge was $20, then as a V1, you're entitled to 20% of this. 20%. This means that on every $100 your direct downline makes, you make $4. Now I'm just showing you. Let's assume you have your direct downlines who have big capital, and every day they are making, let's say, $100 on average, and you have 10 people. You have 10 people. Your direct downlines, they are 10. The people whom you referred using your link, and on average, every day they make on average $100. This means on a daily basis, they are making $1,000. Now, out of this money they are making as their profit, the system is charging them 20% of this. 20%. It means the system is charging them $20. But remember, out of this $20, since they are your direct downloads and your V1, you're entitled to 20%. So you multiply by 20%, which means in a day, if you have 10 serious people that have big capital, you'll be making your $40 without hustling. This is what we call a real passive income. The person who referred, they are making their money, they are happy, okay, with paying the fees. But out of every fees they pay, you make some money. So if you have your direct team, which is actively trading, you make a real passive income. This means in a month, out of the fuel alone, in a month, you'll make around $1,200. Now, top it up on the money you made from the activations. How much is that, guys? Are you seeing the potential here? I'm really worried for people who are not seeing the potential here. I'm really worried for people who are not seeing the potential here. Guys, tell me, are you seeing money? You are just watching. Are you seeing money or you are just watching? Now, if you're a V2, you're entitled to 30% of the fuel. If you're a V4, you're entitled to 40% of the fuel. If you're a V5, you're entitled to 50% of the fuel. If you're a V6, a P5, 55%. If you're a V6, 60% of the fuel. Guys, are you seeing that? Now, not only that, guys, this referral program is meant to make you rich. If you remain poor with this referral program, deal with your village people. Maybe they have bewitched you. If you remain poor, with this referral program, maybe your village people are after you. Trust me, maybe your village people are after you. Now, once you know all that, on top of that, there are other elite bonus layers. One of the bonus layers is what we call direct mentor bonus. What is a direct mentor bonus? This is the fee. This is the fee you earn from every fuel generated by the people whom you have referred using your direct link. On every person you refer, you become their upline, but you also become their mentor. It is direct. If you refer me today, you become my upline and you also become my mentor. If you become my upline, you're going to get 20. If you're everyone, you're going to get 20% from the fuel they charge me. But on top of that, you also get 5% mentor bonus. 5% mentor bonus on every fuel generated. 5% mentor bonus on every fuel generated. Bonus number 2. If you're a V4 and someone on your team also reaches V4, you no longer get overheads, but you get what we call $5 bonus. You see this? You get what we call a peer activation reward as a 5% of every fuel charged on their team. For example, if you are Leader Chris today, you are a V4. And I'm your downline, I've also become a V4. You are no longer overriding my team, because before you saw that you're getting overrides. When I was a V3, you were getting overrides. But now you're no longer getting overrides since we are in the same rank. But on every activation that happens in my team, you still get $5 from every activation. On top of that, you still get 5% fuel from every fuel charged in my team. 5% fuel dividend from every fuel charged in my team. Now, when you become a V6, you get access to the global pool, global mentor pool. What is in this global mentor pool? $10 from every global activation enters this pool. Every activation that happens, $10, they enter into this pool. Every fuel charged, 10% of that fuel enters into this pool. On every first of every month, you share this dividend as a V6. On every first of every month, you share this dividend as V6s. If you have not seen money here, I don't know what to do for you. These are live screenshots. This person has made $10,000. $10,000. Okay. In May alone, in May has already earned $3,420 in May. This is another screenshot from another user using the same affiliate system. You can see their daily earnings. Do you see this? Daily earnings. He has made $1,400. Okay. In April, he made $1,400 in April. This one made $613 in April, which means the affiliate program is working for people and people are making money. Here are some of the mentor bonuses, activation bonuses, as you can see. They hit your wallet on a millisecond level. So how you get paid? Step number one, you earn instantly. You don't wait for Simanya, the commission will be paid tomorrow. No. Whenever you add a commission like this, it is paid instantly. Two, you just have to whitelist your USDT wallet address in the app, your withdraw section, and you can withdraw anytime without any lockup. You can withdraw even all their money if you want. So this is a strategic builder advantage. Why serious builders pay attention? Why are serious builders only going to pay attention? One, it provides immediate cash flow. This affiliate system provides an immediate cash flow because you're going to pay. You activate people, no waiting. You get, because you may wake up one day, you need around $50 to sort your problem. Just get one person as a V2, they activate, you get your $50. It has a residual recurring income, as you've just seen, from rank overrides, from fuel commissions, from mentor bonuses, from peer rewards. There are a lot of recurring residual incomes. It also has a rank-based scale. You can rank up and you scale. Also, the leadership reward layer. As long as you grow into the leadership and you become a V6, you get into the global pool and you earn a lot of money. Okay. This is built for serious builders. This system is built for serious builders only. Okay. Get activation income, residual dividends, rank-based scale, and also leadership rewards. Position early because it is still in the initial stages. You can position early, build with structure because you've seen how to build, and scale with leadership. Guys, we've reached the end of this presentation. I'm going to go ahead and welcome questions if there are any. Even before I go ahead, I got access. I was given access to one of the accounts. Which is at V6. Let me log into that account because I was given access to that account for demonstration purposes. I was given access to that account. Let me access that account and I log into that account. I'll show you guys because I was given access. To that account. Let me log into that account and I show you I was given access. Okay, I was given access. Let me go ahead and log into that account and show you because the access which I was given, that is a V6 account. I was given access to a V6 account. Okay. Let us see how V6s earn. I was given access to that V6 account. I'm going to show you that V6 account live on this call so that you fully understand, you fully comprehend what this system is all about. This system is all about to make you rich, guys. This system, it is all about to make you rich. If you understand,
you're going to make money and get tired. If you understand how the system works, you're going to get money and you get tired. Okay. These are earnings from a V6. Let me go ahead and share my screen. These are earnings from a V6. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen once again. Let them first load here. I was given access for this demonstration purpose. For this presentation, I was lucky to be given access. And I'm going to go ahead and show you live here. I'm going to go ahead and show you live here. Let me share my screen once again. And I show you the potential which you may not be seeing as per now. Okay. Hope you guys are able to see my screen. Able to see my screen? Able to see my screen?
Sir, yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes.
Look at this. I was given access to this account. This is a V6 account. You can see yesterday on May 1st, this person, they made $3,000, $3,300. But I'm sure part of this was part of the global dividend. It was part of the global dividend. You see this? And this person has already made $10,000, $10,150. Has withdrawn $9,700, and his balance right now is $3,042. Now, if we scroll down, you can see that this person in April alone made $6,162. Do you see this, guys? Look at how a V6 is earning. And the reason as to why you should go up in rank. Look at how a V6 is earning. This is the exactly reason why you should go up in rank. This is the exact same reason why you should go up in rank. Okay. This V6 has just finished 1 month. 1 month in business. And he has already made over 10,000. These are people who build. People have understood structure. I'm told this person has a team of over 4,000 people. In just a space of 1 month. 4,000. Just a space of 1 month. 4,000 people. If we look at today, let's expand today alone. Today. You can see their peer rewards, fuel dividend, fuel override, mentor bonus. You see this? You see this, guys? Activation. Look at this. Activation. This is an indirect activation, I think, from somewhere down in the team. This is the peer reward. I tell you, this is the retirement plan. I mean, when I tell you guys, some of you may not understand what I'm saying, but this is a retirement package. Look at these overrides. Okay, look at these. Look at these overrides here. Look at this. So if you can grow up in rank, trust me, you're going to make the money. Trust me, you're going to make the money. Look at these earnings, guys. On top of that, he is also in the global pool. I'm going to welcome questions if there are any. I'm going to welcome questions if there are any. Hope my screen was visible. Let me welcome questions if there are any. Let me log out of this person's account. Any questions? Any questions? If you have a question, please unmute. Ask your question.
Yes, hello.
Yes.
Good evening. Yeah, I connected for almost a week now. I did not invest that much anyway. It's about only $50. So far, I haven't actually made even $1. I want to know why is it so?
Your investment is too small. You cannot expect to earn much from $50 even at per day level.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. But as small as it is,
Because, for example, let me reply. For example, you're supposed to be earning in a month $5 to $15 in a full month. When you take it at just 10% to 30% profit, with just $50, you're supposed to be making around $5 to $15 in a full month. If you take it at that rate of 10% to 30%. So it can't come like a surprise when you have not yet even made $1 within just a few days of you registering.
Even my 50 is now around 49 something. It has even reduced. 50 has been reduced to 49 something. I don't know. 49.
Can I ask something, Mr. Charles? Have you been in trading before? Or
yes,
you've been trading for the first time?
Yes, I'm a trader.
If you're a trader, then you should understand that
I know.
Floating...
I know that, yes, that's how trading is. But
yes, let me explain. Let me explain, please, because you've brought something which was not part even of the presentation, but let me just reply. If you're a trader, you must understand that as long as you're in a small floating loss, it eats into the capital and you must see your portfolio reduce.
Okay, all right.
So your portfolio coming from 50 to 49, it is not a surprise. If you have any coin that is running that is in floating loss, then you should be expecting that.
Okay, all right, thank you. All right.
You're welcome.
All right, thank you.
Okay. Yes, Mr. Gerald, please let's stick to the topic. Let's not meander. Let's stick to the topic.
Yes. Good evening, Dixon.
Good evening, how are you?
Fine. Now, I'm just facing a challenge. Actually, by now I would be very far. Why? It's because most of the colleagues that I do have, we really wanted to use Bybit. So now when Bybit came in, personally, I did the API, did whatever it takes. I even put some capital, like some capital for starting. But I realized up to now, I've faced a change that my trade, no trade has picked up. I even tried to redo the API. It reflects the interface reads very well for like Bybit account. It reads features account, what the money there, but no picking trades. Why
that
did I
question
opt
is not part of the presentation.
No,
please,
I just
let's stick to the presentation. Those questions will be reserved for later. Let's stick to the presentation, please.
It is okay, Dixon. I have followed the presentation, please. Listen to me. Personally, I'm just asking myself about team building. Now, how can I do team building? I have members that are pending, but mine is failing to start up. That's why I want the help from. I have some members that are still pending, and I need assistance.
Have you raised that issue? Have you raised that issue before this call? Have you raised that issue maybe through the support channel or maybe through your upline? Have you raised that issue before?
That's why I've just.
For sure. Excuse me, Mr. Dixon.
That's
I remember when we were looking for this Zoom for learning, we specified that we are going to be teaching one thing at a time. So if we are in team building, those challenges we are having, when they are rectified, that's when you bring your people on board. But now if we change the topic, we are now going to go in other things. That's why we never wanted people to send people here who have just activated and they'll be asking questions which are not related to the topic. Leader Chris, are you there? So I don't know how we are going to handle this. Maybe you have a co-host. If someone asks something irrelevant, you mute.
Gerald, I'm sorry. Your question is not meant for this call. Okay? And if you had raised that issue through your upline or maybe through the support channel, it would have been sorted long ago. So by you keeping quiet and you wait for such a call, it is not proper. I'm going to advise, if you have such a challenge, go ahead and pass through your upline and you write to the support, or they can reach out to me. I write for you the support and your issue is going to be sorted. But that is not an issue at all to bring in this call, because we have not even talked about trading at all. And that is just one issue. Just your account shouldn't stop you from, okay, maybe to answer you properly. Just your issue that you're facing doesn't mean that the system is not working. Okay? If you're just basing on one issue to believe in the system, then maybe you're not a builder, to be honest. If you're just basing on one issue like this, that how can I refer others if just my bot has not connected to Bybit? If you're just basing on that, truly you're not a builder. Because a builder is someone.
Sometimes
Dixon,
you find even when
I'm
you're
very
copying
honest.
those separate codes and APIs, when you take long, they cannot
You
work,
people.
but they show you they have gone there, but they can't be active. So you have to unbind and rebind afresh.
It's okay, you people. I want you to get me very well. I'm not complaining about the system. I believe in the system 100%. Right? I want you to take my point serious. The issue is just about putting everything right, and we also hope to with our members. That's the idea. I'm not against the team. Yes, because we have come from far. You people, we have come from far. Right away from Royal 2023, people remember. So this is something that we should move together, not just a portion of you members going ahead and you are leaving some of us behind. This is why I want to put right. People has issues.
Thank you, Mr. Gerard. Thank you, Mr. Gerard. Me, the point I told you, I asked you a question. Have you raised that issue through your upline before? You said no. Have you written to the support? You said no. So it was not proper to bring it here, yet there are other support channels that would have sorted for you that issue long ago, because that is an issue that should be sorted with immediate effect. It should not even wait to come to a meeting like this one. I'm sorry that you faced that challenge. You would have been far. I'm sorry about that. But
it is okay.
Maybe you didn't raise it.
Dixon,
Raise
it's
it
okay now from my upline. I will get the support channel you are talking about. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. Welcome.
You're welcome.
Yeah. I think that was also worth noting because it is not proper for someone to have an issue and we just keep quiet on it, though it was not supposed to be raised in this meeting. Okay, anyone else? Anyone else with an addition or maybe, okay, I see the comment section has fire. Anytime life is changing on our side, that is mentored in. Coach Mavis time here, I just want V6, nothing else. That is Coach Movista. So guys, I want to ask, can I get someone to compliment? I'm going to invite, I don't know whether I'm going to invite such leaders like Crypto Iron Lady. Then I also invite leader Chris. I don't know whether leader Chris is around. Chris, is he around? Okay, I'm going to invite Crypto Iron Lady. Please give us your comment on what you've just seen on the affiliate program. Just give us your comment and we can call it.
Very much. Thank you very much, Leader Dixon. I'm so happy because, by the way, when you are presenting this plan, I felt like there is something which was hidden that maybe we had not yet got in Royal Q, which this crypto flow has uncovered. I don't know whether other people are seeing what I'm seeing, but there's a lot of money in crypto flow. Crypto flow is one of the bots which is automatic. And the other question people used to ask us, if I have my money, if it is a robot, why am I supposed to go for technical analysis? Yet I'm in an office, I don't have time for that. So I really thank you, Leader Dixon. But my request would be one, as time goes on, we get that time, like every week, we have it like explained more again, because there are people who are not here, and even there are people we are going to sign who will be leaders who should also listen from another thought. Remember, if I've brought someone in business and he's a leader on my team, this person feels confident when he hears another voice explaining the thing I explained to him or her the same way. So that's where we get that confidence. So I thank you very much. And I believe we are going to make money. In these first 3 to 6 months, let us rank up. We are going to make money. Thank you very much
for that comment. Thank you very much for that comment. Guys, if there are no any other question, then we can call it a day. I wish you a very nice weekend. There is a lot of money to be made here. It is just you to position yourself very well. We are going to also, starting next week, we are going to be having programs that teach you how to go ahead and build a system. They are going to be available, I think, on Thursday and Fridays. you can always go ahead and attend such sessions and you learn more on how to effectively build a strong system and you make real passive income. Have a good evening.